I think she's just a super kind person. I don't think I've met anyone that was more selfless than she is. She never hesitates to put other people ahead of herself, and I think that that is something that I am aspiring to like be more like her in, and so that's the thing that I do admire the most. Sarah's favorite food, I'm sure everyone knows this, but it's ice cream. Um, Next one is who gets the last word in an argument, and what is the most common topic that you argue about? Last word in an argument is typically her, because generally whenever we argue, I don't say much. I avoid confrontation at all costs, and so she's usually the one with the first word and the last. And then also, what's the most common topic that you argue about? Oh, that's a good one. I think that she like gets mad at me for joking around too much, and then not sprinkling in like words of affirmation. That is something that she gets on me about a lot. And then also like whenever plans change, like she tends to get frazzled, and then we end up arguing. I'm not even really sure like what about most of the times. I don't think she knows either. So yeah, we don't argue too much, but those are usually like the recurring topics. Name one characteristic Sarah brings to the Vu family. Volume. She's definitely like pretty loud, but like in a good way. And so typically like growing up, we would eat dinner around like the TV. And so whenever she's over, she always makes it a point to like not do that. So I think that that's like good for us. And then F1, marry one, kill one, salsa, guac, or queso. Definitely marry salsa. You can't go wrong there. F guac, and then kill queso. I actually do have a good explanation for that. So salsa and guac are both cool, and like they balance out the saltiness of the tortilla chip pretty well. Queso is just salty, and so the tortilla chip is salty, so you're like mixing salty and salty. I'm not a huge fan of queso. Sarah loves it, but it's like pretty mad to me. Next one is who is more competitive? Definitely Sarah. I don't really, I mean, like if I'm playing sports, I might get competitive, but you know, it's a game. So I think Sarah takes things a little more competitively than I do. She gets pretty upset when we play board games and she doesn't win. So yeah, I would definitely say it would be her. What is your favorite activity to do with Sarah? I think I mentioned this earlier. We like to go to concerts together. That's more like a rarity though, like probably happens not as often. An activity that we do pretty often is I love going to coffee shops with her. And so exploring Houston, going to coffee shops, restaurants and stuff, that I would say that's my favorite activity. What are you most excited about being married to Sarah? So I think that a lot of our relationship, we've kind of been connecting the dots. So like I'm planning to come over, or she's planning to come over, or we're kind of like planning around each other's schedules. One thing that I am most excited about is not having to plan anymore, and that she would just always be there. So that is pretty great. Trying to think of like a better answer than that, but I think